colleagues.
Distinguished friend and
Right.
colleague.
Rodney Cole, a colleague at Langmore in the state.
I'm not your colleague.
I thank you on behalf of myself and my colleagues.
By people where I also work, the work of my colleagues.
We received a cable from his colleague, Dr. Schneider.
Davis plays his colleague and
Just
best
that
friend.
I have spoken already to 2 other colleagues of yours.
Henry Bezarides is a colleague of
You
mine.
made a machine for a colleague of mine some time ago.
Okay, it looks like I have been identified by an American colleague.
My colleagues believe that I'm wasting.
Here in welcoming our distinguished friend and colleague from the National Council of...
Ready, checked. Right. Rodney Cole, a colleague at Langmore in the States. A dear friend. He can verify who I am.
Ma'am, I'm not your friend and I'm not your colleague, so don't bully me.
Thank you. I thank you on behalf of myself and my colleagues.
Don't mention it.
But the work that is done by people where I also work, the work of my colleagues,
All right, well, let's... Along with all his research, we received a cable from his colleague, Dr. Schneider, who has no idea of his whereabouts or what...
This last Star Trek episode, Ozzie Davis plays his colleague and best friend.
I don't believe avoiding your phone calls. It's just that I have spoken already to 2 other colleagues of yours.
Yeah, I understand that.
As I told
How can I help you?
Henry Bezarides is a colleague of mine. Does he live in the apartment across the way?
See Tesla.
Why?
You made a machine for a colleague of mine some time ago. Can you get me a meeting with him?
Panic, it's opportunity. Okay, it looks like I have been identified by an American colleague.
That's not an opportunity, that's a disaster.
I have to apologize on behalf of my colleague. He's been under a lot.
Clear your calls fast. Help your colleagues clear theirs. Get me out of this deployment period without another...
You're going on 80, and like most of your colleagues, you're getting worse with age.
Who are those people?
My research colleagues.
For what?
11:30. I'll telegraph to my colleague in a bank of El Paso that you're going to arrive.
Thanks.
I must tell you at once. My belief in your possibilities is not shared by my colleagues here.
Class have great new 30-something work colleagues who are not obsessed with children and marriage.
Sick son of a bitch. Your colleagues. Your wife?
What does your wife say about you, Frank?
Oh, we're not talking about me.
Frank.
I could, and they burnt me and beat me. Your colleagues are savages.
I agree.
My 5 colleagues all sacrificed themselves to maintain the firewall, so please honor them for giving everything.
So it's a deal. You and your colleagues find a way to harness this vast volcanic energy, and I'll just sit back and watch these shit kickers.
Is there anything you do to help me out?
I'll tell you what. Let me refer you to one of my colleagues. Somebody who may be better.
In this amazing play. Well, I did my best, and I was very ably assisted by my colleagues. Oh, well, thank you, my...
I'm Jimmy's old colleague, Eddie Temple.
Marcia Weller. She's an ex-colleague of Anthony's.
He looks very smart.
Now, would you like...
Quite by chance. You've been referred to me by a colleague, but I'd had absolutely no luck getting hold of you.